from Community Day School. We hope you're having a good night. Thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting our school. Okay.
Good evening and welcome to Community Day School's 2015 Winter Gala. It's wonderful that you're all here to celebrate our school, to celebrate each other, and especially to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of this year's honorees. Debbie Resnick, our Leadership Awardee, holds a special place in the heart of our CDS family as a trustee whose expertise and passion and educational experience are making a difference each day in the lives of our students, our educators, and in the leadership of our school. We are equally grateful to our Volunteer of the Year, Shirley Moritz, a current CDS grandparent who you'll find volunteering in our office every Thursday without fail, always with professionalism, dedication, and a smile. Finally, tonight, we honor the life of Ellen Weiss Kander, whose warmth, wisdom, and love for Community Day School made such a difference in the life of our school. She championed our school in every way, and because of her, our school family is bigger and stronger than it ever would have been without her. Tonight, we pay tribute to Ellen's beautiful spirit with everlasting gratitude.
My name is Debbie Resnick. I am Vice President of the Board of Trustees of Community Day School. I'm a speech therapist by profession. I chose speech therapy because I got a little bit of the medical field, and I just like working with kids. I worked for 32 years with the Pittsburgh Mount Oliver Intermediate Unit. I was Community Day's speech therapist. And then in 1983, I became supervisor of the speech, hearing, and language program for the intermediate unit.
And it also helps the library, the technology.
I've had a long-standing relationship with Community Day School. When I retired, I got another phone call from Lois Weinstein, past president of the board, and she said, "Debbie, I want you now to come and look at the school." And she showed me around. We went to classes. We saw how enthusiastic and passionate the teachers were. She said, "What do you think? A board position?" And I said, "Yes."
Nice. Do it again.
You know, I just knew that coming into Community Day, I wanted to make a difference in this school.
Debbie is always the sort of individual that when she makes a commitment, if she gives you a yes answer, that commitment will be fulfilled. Her job is the goal. And how do we attain the goal? Is her whole life like that? Absolutely. It's, you never have to worry about a reservation at a restaurant when you're with my wife. It'll be taken care of.
My mom, she's brilliant, confident, and loves everyone pretty much. She has a certain schedule that she does. She says, "Sam, at this time, we gotta be out of the house by this time, no later." And I rush, I get ready, I'm like, "Mom, I'm here." She's like, "Okay, Sam, let's go." And I love it for that.
I am an educator. Avi and the administrative staff have used me as the liaison from the board to the faculty to ask educational questions, to look at curriculum, to just help them develop educationally and take their school to the next step.
And lights coming down, stuff like that, but for now.
This is the only school in Pittsburgh where you have a dual curriculum of a rigorous academic curriculum paired with a Judaic curriculum, and this school gets it right.
My name is Shirley Moritz, and and I'm a regular Thursday volunteer here at Community Day School. I started volunteering here about 3 years ago after my husband passed away. I come every Thursday. It's my priority, so I do that above anything else that might come up. I worked out in the community for 30 years. Worked with people. I was a vocational rehabilitation counselor with people with disabilities. And I was very active in many women's groups. I didn't want to do any of that stuff anymore. I wanted to do mindless activity, but stuff that people needed. I come in and stuff envelopes and copy things. I deliver stuff. I love it. I look forward to coming each week. I don't care what they give me to do. It doesn't bother me. Besides, after all those years of working with people, I'm just discontent at this point to work with envelopes and stamps and labels. My daughter, Sarah DeWitt, is the director of admissions. When I started, she was a kindergarten teacher here. Sarah lived away from Pittsburgh for 13 and a half years, and having her come back to Pittsburgh and work at Community Day was an absolute blessing.
I love having my mom volunteer at CDS. It teaches me her commitment to education, to her grandchildren, and to me. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world.
My youngest grandchild is Jackie DeWitt, and she's a 5th grader here. So getting to see her every week and have lunch with her is just a pleasure. My grandson, Evan DeWitt, is an 8th grader and looking forward to graduating and his Israel trip. I think the atmosphere here is probably the most spectacular thing.
Hi. Hi. Friends, what do we say to Mrs. Moritz?
Thank you, Mrs. Moritz.
The people that are here are just so wonderful to work with. I'm so happy to be supporting an organization with such good values and such wonderful people.
My name is Andrea Holber, and I'm an 8th grader at CDS. Ellen Weiss Kander was my mom Linda's dearest friend ever since their summer trip to Israel in 1977. She was a proud CDS parent who served on the board and volunteered countless hours to our school. I miss Ellen so much, but I can still feel her warmth in the hallways at CDS every day.
She sat in front of me in law school, and I noticed that quality of this is just someone with an extraordinarily great interpersonal skill that, if used in the right way, could really change things.
Elle, when she came back to town, was like a ball of fire when she moved here from New York. And she had a lot of decisions to make in terms of raising her kids, and she decided to get real involved in the Jewish community.
She really helped establish the school as a prestigious school that makes a difference in Pittsburgh, in the general Pittsburgh community, in the Jewish community, and gave us that cachet and that capital that she and Gregg have, and really made it so that it was very, very cool to be a family community day school.
When Ellen said something, I listened, because she always had good ideas. It all started with a cup of coffee. We met and we talked about recruitment, and she headed up the recruitment committee.
You confront Ellen with something that other people might not think you can do, and she's going to go out there and try to do it.
But when Ellen said come, you came. When Ellen said let's do this, you did it. You know, when Ellen said this is the place to be, you thought this must be the place to be, and she had all that going for her. I know she understood the impact she was having. She used her strengths very effectively, and it was never manipulative. It was just, I can do this, I know that this will work, and I'm all in.
Ellen was life. Ellen was about taking something small from inception and just breathing life into it and making it big. You know, CDS is a perfect example of that. She was there close to inception, helped breathe life into it, and making it what it is today is really just something special.
For me, when I think about Ellen, as much as I think about all that she did in the community and giving back, what I think about first and foremost is the person that Ellen was, the friend that she was. She was a friend who came running. She was a friend who would say, I'll keep my phone on, it'll be by my nightstand, and if you need me, you can call.
I would describe her as someone who has a passion for making the world a better place, and it was so genuine and so pure.
I wish you guys could see what I can see because it's incredible.
Mom was always great at just making people feel comfortable, making people feel welcome no matter who you are.
She was just a giver. She was a big-time giver.
Tragic though Ellen's death was, I mean, the upside, if there is one, is we were able to really evaluate a whole life here and see, wow, look at what she did. It's pretty incredible. I mean, she is that rare thing that had the family, the professional thing, the volunteer thing, the Jewish thing, the arts thing. Pretty remarkable, and proud that she was my sister.
In Hebrew, the notion of repairing the world is called tikkun olam. And this was something that was part of Ellen's fiber before she ever knew what the term was. She knew that at the end of her life, she did not want the world to be unchanged for her having been here. And she changed so many and so much with such love.